start in this whole process of multi-games here. I know it's a game-by-game thing in terms of what you're focused on, but a win like that one in San Jose has got to be a good catalyst here for this gauntlet you're about to go through.
Well, we're going to be playing teams of higher caliber, obviously, and that's certainly not a slight on San Jose. We know the process they're in. As I said the first time when I talked to you last, the first thing I said to you, the point of emphasis is playing better away from the puck. We give them 10 scoring chances last night. I think we have like 23 or 24. They get some great A's towards the end of the game with the young kid. I like the way we played in front of them, in front of our goalies. We're gonna have to. It's gonna be some more balanced teams coming at us here offensively. We have to continue to work at how we play away from the puck before we think about anything else.
With Joel Farabee, obviously, he had all those chances and he was having trouble finishing them. He's finished on a couple lately. Mm-hmm. Go back to his second half of the year last year. I know you kind of dropped him down the lineup a little bit and he wasn't producing. What do you want to see from him here over the second half of the year?
Yeah, and it's something Joel and I have talked about, because I think now he scored a couple ones an empty netter.
Yeah.
But he scored the other. But I don't think his game has been as good as when he wasn't scoring. I thought his game, and I said it to you guys many times for weeks, he was involved in scoring chances all over the place. Him setting some up, him having some, just didn't. There was no finish to it, or I think it's been a little bit of an inconsistent game for him right now. I just want him to concentrate on, for me, because of just what you said, the second half. I don't want him to think second half. I want him to think it one day at a time. Right. I think it's really important he just takes one day at a time. I actually liked that line last night when I had Garney and him with Coots, and when I changed the lines around. He may get involved in some penalty killing here. I've taken TK off the penalty killing a little bit just to try to help him get his 5-on-5 game together. So with Joel, in a general answer, take it one day at a time. I know it sounds silly, but I think that's what he needs to do.
Yeah, you mentioned, every coach mentions as the season goes along, the games get tighter, checking a little bit harder. Does he have to become a guy that's a little bit harder to play against?
I think so. I think we're all going to have to do that. And with Joel, he can be, because we've seen him do that. And from day one, when anybody asked me about Farabee, when I really didn't know him my first year, got to know him a little bit, he's still a very important guy for us because he's utility. Both wings, he has offense to him. I'm talking about using him as a penalty killer now. He understands the play away from the puck. The hardest is the part that I think that'll put him over the hump of consistency if he concerns himself about that, as far as just a mindset of being hard to play against. I think that'll help his game as he goes into the second half.
But you make him a penalty killer, he can't serve the too many men.
We've tried for 2 years, him and I, to have him come out of the box. I think he's had 2 chances prior to that in the past couple of years, and he does it with an empty netter. We actually laughed about it after the game, that it finally worked. And I'm not sure if it worked. It just came about because we've laughed about it, because I always put him in there.
Obviously, Sam got hurt yesterday in the game and left and didn't play the third period. Now, potentially, you could be relying on Kolosov and Ivan. With Ivan, he hasn't obviously played in a while, and that kind of happened before. How do you think he handles the potential of coming in when he's been out for so long?
I'm not sure what happens with Sam. He will not skate today. Probably won't play tomorrow. I don't know what happens with Feds if it's a bigger injury with Urs or he's out for a while. Obviously, Feds comes into play. I'm not going to get to that, but if it ever does come to that, I don't know. We got to wait and see. And it's been a hard spot for Feds, and he's handled it so well. I want to make sure I underline that. He's handled it like a pro, because he is the number 3. We're very forthright about that. He's been shuffled around in practice because it was mandated by me to Dilly to make sure those other 2 are ready. Now this happens. I'm sure we'll find out more here today and tomorrow on Urs. If it turns into a bigger thing, I hope it doesn't. then we make adjustments, and he starts getting into the full swing of things as far as practices. We'll just see where it goes.
Were you happy with Alexei when he came into the third and how he played?
Yeah, I didn't like the way he was playing the puck. He worried, not just the one that he got caught in his feet and all, but he stayed too, for me, he just hung out behind the net a little bit too long. I think he just needs to hand it off. It just didn't look right to me. I was really concerned going into the third period with that, because I wasn't comfortable. I know we're up, but I wasn't comfortable just losing Urs and him sitting there iced. At first, I wasn't sure where it was going to go. We didn't give him much, but he made some unbelievable saves at the end of the period. So it kind of, if he goes tomorrow, you certainly feel more confident about where he's at. As I've said, the goaltending situation, I said it at the beginning of the year, and I'll say it now, it's been forced into a situation that we really didn't want, because we're still evaluating Urs. We're evaluating the Feds and Coley. We still don't know what it is, and we're trying to win games. So we'll see where it goes.
He is only 22
Yeah.
with Ivan, or with Alexei.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not supposed to be this way. It's not supposed to be this way with Urs. Urs fell off last year. A number of other things fell off with our team, but Urs did too. And no one expected the wrench to be thrown in, as we just talked about. It's years of planning the most important position in your hockey team, goaltending. It's the water in Philly, or something happens that everything gets screwed up. No one expected Carter leaving and forcing Urs into this situation. Then it's just the domino effect with these other guys. And we got two other guys in the wings, I think, in the organization. I'm not sure where it all goes, but it is what it is, and we got to deal with it.
thank you.
Real quick, just back with the Joel thing and the penalty kill. Is that a role that sometimes when we talk about moving guys up and down lines all the time, but putting a guy on the penalty kill, is that something where you can kind of encourage a guy by giving him that extra responsibility?
Well, I think like it helped TK's game
Yeah.
when we did it a couple of years ago. TK never killed a penalty and never thought he was going to. Yeah, with Joel, I'm still trying to figure out. Am I going to go there? Do I go back with TK? I'm still not sure what's going to happen. But Joel, and as I said to Kevin, he's such a utility guy. We won't hesitate. If we want to give him something, he's going to pick it up. Because I think that's the type of player he is, and I think that's what the importance of him is. Does it happen right away? I'm still not sure. We're just toying with it right now. But I do think penalty killing helps offensive players because it keeps getting them on the ice. And I think it helped TK tremendously with his game. We'll see what happens with Beezer. It depends how many we're killing during the game. It depends how much time we're spending in the end zone. We already told him, be ready. And we've done that with Force, too, with Tyson. Tip may see it. Because I'm gonna leave TK off it for right now, because I think we just got to get him more consistent. Does that answer that?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.